Hello my loves, it is Peyton here. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Peyton. I am 18 years old and I come from a country called Canada. No, I'm kidding, it's called Canada. So I just thought that I would share 19 lessons I've learned in 19 years, and no, I have not turned 19 yet. I don't turn 19 until February 28th, but I wanted to just get this video done and out there before my birthday. So yeah, let's get into it. So first I wanted to talk about one major lesson I've learned, which is that blood doesn't really make family. I grew up with the thought that you had to be blood related to somebody to be considered family. But I definitely consider my friends family now, and I consider you guys my family, and ever since I was disowned by some of my family when I was 16, I definitely have become really close to my friends, and I consider them my family now, and I consider you guys my family, and you guys have given me the best family on YouTube that I could ever ask for. So thank you for that. Anyway, let's go on to number two. Number two, and it is, you will never be too much for somebody who truly loves and cares about you. I am still truly trying to figure this one out myself, but I am slowly learning this, and it took me until I met my boyfriend to really realize this, because everybody that I knew always treated me like my issues, and I was just too much to be around, my energy and that kind of thing. And yet in the last 10 months, well, almost 10 months, I've been dating my boyfriend. He really hasn't treated me like that. He loves being around me, and I'm just starting to realize that, you know, the people who are meant to be in your life never think you're too much, and it's an amazing thing. Number three is another really important one, and that is self-care will never ever be selfish. Self-care is one of the most important things that I think everyone should do, either once a week, once every month, or anytime they really need. I'm trying to make a thing this year where I do self-care once every week, and I'm trying to do it every Saturday now. I used to think that self-care was very selfish, and I used to think that because I wasn't putting other people's needs above mine, I was being selfish. And so that caused me to put other people above how I felt and my well-being. If you're seeing this and you're in need of some self-care, take some time today to focus on your well-being and do stuff that you enjoy, and take care of yourself and your mental well-being and your physical well-being and all that. Because number one, it is not selfish, and number two, you're a queen, you're a king, or you're a little alien like me. Number four is that everyone and everything can change, and sometimes it's just faster than we really want it to. This is a huge one because I have lost a lot of friends throughout the years due to the fact that we've just grown apart because we changed as human beings. And I had a hard time realizing that that was okay and stuff like that. I'm starting to realize that some people change for the bad, and you don't want those people in your life because they're toxic. And it's very hard and very devastating at times. But after a while you realize that it kind of bettered you. But like Shawn Mendes says, changing isn't always a bad thing. Changing can actually be a good thing. Number five kind of goes along with number four, and it is that you don't need everyone to like you. Some people aren't gonna like you, and that's okay. That's the way this life and world works. You just don't get along with everyone. But you do also find people you get along with. Number six is you cannot control other people. I have had to learn this the hard way because I want to help everyone and I want to be there for everybody, and I see better and good in everyone even when they don't see it in themselves. And like there's been times where like my friends have had a toxic relationship and I've looked at them and been like, yo, you should leave this person, they're not really healthy for your well-being. And they've been like, no, it's okay, they love me, we're working out and stuff, and nothing changed until they hit their breaking point. And it's hard to watch your friends put themselves in dangerous situations and stuff, but also you got to remember that you can't stress yourself over this kind of stuff if they're not willing to help themselves. You can't put yourself into a lower headspace because they're not accepting your help, because you really just can't control other people. Another example here is I have friends who also struggle with an ED like I do, and they aren't ready to recover. And I want them to recover. I look at them and I'm like, please, if you don't recover, you could die, and that kind of stuff. And I get really worried about that kind of stuff, but I also know that you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, so why am I stressing myself out? The best thing you can do is really just encourage somebody if they don't want to take the help that you're trying to offer or the advice you're trying to offer them. Number 7 is that having mental illness does not make you weak. Actually, having a mental illness makes you actually pretty strong in my books, you know? Nobody gets the mental battle that you have to fight every day to get yourself out of bed or do these easy daily tasks that, yeah, are easy for some people. But for some people with like depression or anxiety, like me for example, getting out of bed can take all my energy in one day. And that leads me to number 8, which is the small things and the small victories matter. Did you eat a meal today? Good job. Did you get out of bed? Did you brush your teeth? Did you shower? Did you go for a walk? Good job. I'm really proud of you. Those kinds of things really does matter. And it's just like, I get so tired of when people look at me and it's just like, yeah, well, you still self-harm and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, well, I'm getting clean, you know. I'm almost 2 months fucking suicide attempt free. And I am so proud of myself. And I know I've been higher before, but it's taken me a while to get back to this point, and I am just really proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. Number 9 is that tough times really show you who your true friends are. I love how my dog just came over here on my lap and was like, pet me, Mom. But I really realized that dark times really reveal who your true friends are, because those who care enough to be there for you when times are tough, those are your true friends. Number 10 is when you have dreams, yes, things will get in the way to try to prevent it, but don't let that stop you from achieving your dreams, because it is still possible even when those things get in the way. I've definitely had to learn this with dance and YouTube and other things in my life. Like, I have been worried about, like, what if I don't get into Juilliard? And you know what? If I don't get into Juilliard, there's other dance schools. Juilliard isn't the only dance school, and I'm not going to let that stop me from becoming a professional dancer and getting my dance degree one day. Number 11 is that communication works both ways. You know, if somebody's not texting you, maybe you should try to text them and see what's up. Because maybe there's a reason why they're not texting you. Maybe they're just busy at work or school or doing something or dealing with something mentally, and that's why they're not messaging you. I've definitely had to learn this with a lot of my friends that, you know, communication works both ways. And you know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, they can't be just communicating how they feel and the issues that might be going on in the relationship, and you not communicate your thoughts on that, and you just bottle that up even if you have like a different opinion. Number 12 is something that you actually learn in kindergarten, but this is something that I know it took me a really while to kind of learn and actually understand as I got older, and it was treat people how you would like to be treated. Like, I'm not going to over explain this one because I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but like, if you don't want to be called fat, why are you looking at somebody and fat shaming them if you don't want to be called fat, you know? Number 13 is you got to stand up for what you believe in. I definitely learned this last year when I realized that I want to stand up and speak up about mental health, and I want to speak up against bullying. And you know what? I'm going to stand up about the things I believe in, because standing up is okay. You have a voice and you are given a voice for a reason, so use that voice. Number 14 is that not everyone understands what's going on in your head, but it's probably just because they've never experienced them themselves. I have definitely learned this a lot, and I have realized that when people look at me and say, you know, why aren't you eating that? Or why are you always so depressed? Or why would you ever hurt yourself? Yes, those are very invalidating statements, and they really hurt. But I have gotten to the point where I realize that maybe they've never dealt with this before. Maybe they've never been through it themselves before. Number 15 is that you never know what somebody else is going through. This is something that is huge for me, and I try not to say something negative about somebody due to this exact reason. You never know how much one word or one thing can set somebody off. You know, maybe somebody's being bullied and you're their best friend and you look at them and say, I can't be your friend anymore. Oh my god, that reminds me of cyberbully. Anyway, and then that sets them off and causes them to fall more into a deep depression or deep bad headspace, you know. You don't know what a word can do. Words can hurt. 16 is give back as much as you can. You know, I love giving back. I love volunteering. I love helping people, and yeah, I just recently applied for a volunteer position, which I'm hoping I get because I would just love to work at this volunteer position to just help others, and yeah. Number 17 is that saying no is okay. I know people are probably like, isn't that obvious, Peyton? But no, it really isn't. I still have a hard time learning this one to this day. I don't like saying no to people because I'm scared that if I say no, they'll leave me or they'll hate me or something like that. You know, saying no is even okay when it's your partner asking you to do something and it's just like, no, I don't want to. Maybe I'm too tired. It's okay to say that. And, you know, if it's meant to be, they're not gonna be mad at you or leave you. And that's also something I've really learned too, because I've looked at my boyfriend so many times and I've just said, no, I'm too dizzy, or no, I just can't do this. Like, he's asked me to grab something upstairs and I've been like, no, I'm just a little too dizzy. Can you please grab it? And he's been like, okay, fair. Number 18, if you are thinking about doing something, do it. Don't give yourself the time to talk yourself out of it. I've done this so many times. I am going through a moment like this, Ashley, where I'm just trying to get myself to do it and stop sitting here talking myself out of it, where I love art and I want to start selling my artwork, but yet I don't think it's good enough. So please, if you want to do something, just do it. Don't sit there to allow yourself to talk yourself out of it. Last but not least is something that I'm still kind of learning to this day, and I still have like major issues with, but I am trying to get better at it, and I'm realizing that I am getting better at it than I ever was, and that is talk to people about how you feel. It's okay to talk to people that you trust about how you feel. You know, you're not going to be bringing down somebody's day or ruining somebody's mood because you're talking about how you feel. And yeah, like, I think what I'm trying to say here is that it's okay to ask for help and it's okay to vent to people. And it's not okay to bottle things up. And so you just gotta talk about how you feel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys made it to the end, comment down below how old you are gonna be this year, as I would just love to know what kind of age range my Peyton butterflies are. And I will see you guys next video. Bye guys, stay positive, stay strong, you matter, and be happy, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!